So I work at Walgreens on the Hill, which is where we are right now. I'm a cashier, which is minimum wage job, basic level, and I work with both males and females at every level of the store. So the majority of my job consists with just like checking people out, which is like a POS job, just like running the registers. Pretty much most of the stuff a machine can do.
Okay.
I just make change a little faster than machines. I also do some of the inventory type stuff, cleaning and maintenance, make bales if you know what a baler is, and help customers like in the store. Super boring. So most of the coworkers that I deal with in the majority of my day are what I am as a cashier, like him. And so they're doing all the same stuff and we just trade off responsibilities and delegate amongst each other. Then I have shift lead managers that tell me what to do while also doing their jobs. And then I have an assistant store manager and a store manager, and they kind of oversee things and they do a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, but are in charge of me. I had a coworker that thought she was being hit on by a lot of the male cashiers, and we all talked about it as a group, understanding that that wasn't the case. But it's hard to convince someone that's not happening when they think they're being victimized by the situation. Because of course we'd say no even if we were doing it.
Just
In a warehouse situation, sometimes a lot of women are tended to kind of be ignored in those situations because it's not seen as a sort of like female type job because they don't have the physical stature, especially when you're lifting really heavy things like I was at that job. So they tend to be disregarded, which is a big insult. And the capability is the same, but they just get like passed over. And I saw supervisors, I saw like store managers, just like sort of like talk over a female employee to a male employee to say go do this when she was standing there. Yes, I would say that was more like, it was almost like chivalrous. Like, at times that happened, it's more like, here, I'll do this, don't worry about it. And that was less gender specific, that was more just trying to be nice. But I've also seen where someone is saying, let's get this job done, and they specifically target a guy because they think the guy can do it better. I would say, like a little bit, like I've gotten unwanted attention from coworkers because I thought they liked me or whatever, and it just like, but that happens in life. It doesn't so much matter like if you're doing it at work or at school or whatever. You just deal with it the way you're going to deal with it, and you try and be like adult about it. Probably the more awkward situations are when you're trying to act a certain way with a coworker because they might think that you're hitting on them when you're not. So just be careful about how you talk to them. I know that a lot of other coworkers in my many jobs have felt like that. I think I tend to not struggle with that as much just because I'm kind of easygoing, and I don't think I send off those vibes as much. But I can definitely tell when, you know, when I'm talking or another guy is talking and a girl gets reprehensive, and it's just because it's like an instinct, you know, because it's kind of built into the programming. Not so much because it was an intentional situation, because, you know, one person says it this way, but then the other person takes it this way, and it skews the whole thing, and I've seen that happen, and it's just awkward. It's just sort of an example of like how much you have to think about these situations, how much is like underlying the actual like interaction. Good. Sure. Yeah, I've worked like a lot of jobs in a lot of different areas, like food service and retail. A lot of food service and retail. I've worked warehouse and I've worked landscaping, and in all of them, it's been proven to me that there's no reason that men and women can't work together in the same place in an equal state and just like coexist together. That really the only issue to it is when a person stirs in something extra, makes it about not just the job. When it's just about the job, you can't ignore that a woman can do the man's job. There's no way you can say that. So as long as you're just like focusing on being professional, you'll understand that they're just a coworker and they're just doing what you're doing and everything. It's when you tie in like romantic situations and like political stuff and like all these like power dynamics and whatever that it gets a little messy, and I've seen it happen. But for the most part, every situation I've been in, like every coworker exists regardless of gender. So it's been proven to me that, you know, by default, that we all work together.